America, land of the free, home of the brave. And a place with laws so unbelievably strange, you'll wonder if the people who wrote them were from another planet. Today, we're diving headfirst into 51 real U.S. laws that are still on the books, proving that sometimes reality is stranger than fiction. Let's get started. First up, Arizona. It is illegal to let your donkey sleep in a bathtub after 7 p.m. I have so many questions. Is there a donkey bedtime? Why a bathtub? What happens if it's 7:01? The mind boggles. Next, we head to Georgia, where it's against the law to eat fried chicken with a fork. That's right. If you use cutlery on a drumstick, you are technically a criminal. Welcome to the South, where finger-licking good isn't just a slogan, it's the law. Over in Alabama, it's illegal to wear a fake mustache that causes laughter in church. The key part is causes laughter. So, a serious, solemn fake mustache is fine. But a silly, twirly one, you're disrupting the peace and facing justice. California makes an appearance with a law against trading soap in prison. Look, personal hygiene is important, but a black market for bar soap, that's a bridge too far for the Golden State. Then there's Texas, where you need a permit to walk barefoot. You read that right. Your own 2 feet need official government permission to touch the ground. Your toes have to be registered. And now, for the state that never disappoints, Florida. It is illegal to get romantically involved with a porcupine. This isn't a hypothetical. A law like this only exists because someone, at some point, did something truly regrettable. We don't know the story, but we know it ended with legislation. In Minnesota, they've banned greased pig contests. For decades, this was peak rural entertainment, but no more. The pigs of Minnesota can finally rest easy, knowing they won't be slathered in lard and chased for sport. Society is safer for it. Fancy a nap? Don't do it in an Illinois cheese shop. It's illegal to sleep in one. You can snooze anywhere else, but do not fall asleep near the cheddar. The cheese requires your full, waking attention. Heading to Ohio, you are legally prohibited from giving a fish alcohol. I know you were planning a big night out with your goldfish, but you'll have to cancel. Getting Nemo drunk is a crime. In Kansas, it is against the law to put ice cream on cherry pie. This feels personal. Who hurt you, Kansas? This isn't just a law, it's a direct attack on dessert freedom. If you're in New York, don't even think about talking to a stranger in an elevator. The law demands you stare straight ahead at the doors, consumed by awkward silence like a normal, well-adjusted city dweller. Driving through Nevada, make sure you leave your camel at home. It's illegal to have camels on the highway. Your road trip buddy will have to find another way to get to Vegas. In South Carolina, you must be 18 years old to play pinball. Because apparently, the flashing lights and frantic flipper action is just too intense for the youth to handle. It's an extreme sport. Over in Vermont, a woman needs her husband's permission to wear false teeth. This law is obviously old, but it's still there. A stark reminder that progress is a beautiful thing. Let's take a breath of fresh air in Maine, where all billboards are completely illegal. No ads, no giant signs, just beautiful scenery. Honestly, this one sounds pretty great. Playing bingo in North Carolina. Don't get too comfortable. Games are not allowed to last more than 5 hours. Any longer, and you risk unleashing a level of senior citizen chaos the state is not prepared to handle. In Mississippi, sending someone an unordered pizza as a prank is a crime. So think twice before you pizza bomb your friend's house. The delivery guy could be working with the police. Washington State has a law making it illegal to harass Bigfoot. Let that sink in. Bigfoot, a creature whose existence is unproven, has more legal protection against harassment than many people do. Priorities. Down in Colorado, you are not allowed to lend your vacuum cleaner to your next-door neighbor. The state cracked down on the rampant underground world of community vacuum sharing. Hoover hoarding is encouraged. Louisiana agrees with Mississippi on the pizza front. Sending a surprise pizza is also illegal there. Apparently, unsolicited pizza is a national security threat that both states are tackling head-on. If you're hunting in Alaska, it is forbidden to whisper in your friend's ear while they're tracking a moose. You have to speak at a normal volume. Whispering is considered sneaky and an unfair advantage against the moose. In New Jersey, you are not allowed to pump your own gas. An attendant must do it for you. It's one of the state's defining features. They just don't trust you with a highly flammable liquid. Driving in Maryland, keep the bad words in your head. It's illegal to curse while driving. You must engage in silent, dignified road rage only, very classy. In Wisconsin, America's Dairyland, restaurants have to be honest about their butter. If it's margarine, they are legally required to tell you. Butter fraud is taken very, very seriously, gotta bear. In Missouri, it's illegal to drive with it if it's uncaged. A caged bear, that's fine. But an uncaged bear enjoying the breeze in your passenger seat is a major problem. Binge watching in Tennessee, be careful. It's a crime to share your Netflix password. Sorry, Mom, Dad, and cousin twice removed, but your streaming habits are making you outlaws. Feeling thirsty in Utah, you're encouraged to drink milk. In some contexts, it's actually required by law, especially for restaurants. They took got milk and turned it into legislation. In Pennsylvania, you need a license to set off fireworks. But here's the fun part. Stores will sell you all the fireworks you want without ever asking to see that license. Logic has left the chat, trying to sleep in Massachusetts. Make sure your windows are closed if you snore. It's illegal to snore with the windows open. Your neighbor's right to a quiet night trumps your right to breathe loudly. In Delaware, it's against the law to pretend to be married, even as a joke. Don't try to get a fake just married discount. Comedy goes to die in Delaware. If you get into a fight in Rhode Island, remember this: biting off someone's leg is illegal. Other body parts, the law is suspiciously silent. But legs are strictly off limits. Thinking of a grand romantic gesture in Idaho. You cannot give your sweetheart more than 50 pounds of candy. You can shower them with love, but the state draws the line at showering them with potential diabetes. In Connecticut, for a pickle to be legally considered a pickle, it must bounce. If you drop it and it doesn't bounce, it's just a sad, soggy cucumber living a lie. The Great Pickle Inspection is real. Just like Alabama, Iowa has a thing against funny facial hair. It's illegal to have mustaches that cause people to laugh. The mustache police are watching. In Nebraska, people with certain diseases are not allowed to get married. This is an old law from a time before modern medicine, but it's still technically there, a relic of a less informed era. Want to vote in New Mexico? The state constitution says that idiots cannot. It literally uses that word. Imagine the chaos of trying to enforce that law today. When you're in Arkansas, you must pronounce the state's name correctly. It's Arkansas, not Kansas. They are very serious about this. Mispronounce it at your own risk. In Kentucky, citizens are required to take at least one bath per year. 1. The bar for hygiene is set incredibly low, but it is, legally, on the floor. Visiting Wyoming between January and April. Don't take any pictures of rabbits. It's illegal. You have to respect the rabbits' privacy during their sensitive months. In North Dakota, it is illegal to serve beer and pretzels at the same time in a bar. This feels like a crime against humanity. What is a beer without a salty pretzel? If you have sheep in a truck in Montana, they cannot be alone. They must have a chaperone. The sheep are apparently not to be trusted on their own during transit. In Virginia, hunting is forbidden on Sundays, except for raccoons. The raccoons somehow got the worst end of this deal. Every other animal gets a day off, but not them. Don't put coins in your ears in Hawaii. It's illegal. This law was almost certainly created by an exhausted parent who finally said, "That's it. I'm making this a state-level issue." In Oregon, it's illegal to whistle underwater. I'm more impressed if you can even do that. If you can, you're probably a mermaid, and you have bigger things to worry about than the law. Got a horse? Don't take it for a haircut in South Dakota. Horses are not allowed in barber shops. Someone, at some point, tried to bring a horse into a barber shop, and a law had to be made. If you're trying to buy a car in Michigan, don't go on a Sunday. It's illegal to sell cars on Sunday. Even car dealerships need a day of rest. In Oklahoma, it is illegal to make ugly faces at a dog. You must protect the dog's emotional well-being at all times. A scowl could land you in trouble. Over in Indiana, it's illegal to catch a fish with your bare hands. This technique, known as noodling, was apparently too effective, so the state had to step in and give the fish a fighting chance. Having a picnic in New Hampshire, stay out of the cemeteries. It is illegal to have a picnic in a cemetery. You must respect the dead, and more importantly, respect the sanctity of your potato salad. In West Virginia, you can't whistle at a woman after 11 p.m., before 11. Apparently, it's fair game, but once the clock strikes 11, it becomes a criminal offense. And we finish back in California, where it is illegal to eat an orange in a bathtub. The combination of citrus and soap was so chaotic that the government had to intervene. And there you have it, 51 laws that make you question everything. Which one was the weirdest to you? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this journey into legislative madness, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more weirdness. Thanks for watching, and remember, obey the law, even when it makes no sense at all.